Hey readers, Ms. Hans here. Welcome to Reading Workshop. We are going to continue working in our historical fiction unit. Here are the lessons we have been working on so far. Yesterday you guys did a great job growing big ideas in small moments, small details, and recurring objects. So somebody yesterday noticed that Buddy is something that keeps repeating in the book. So people keep calling him Bud, Buddy, even though he really doesn't like it. And yeah, it's part of our title and also something that keeps repeating. So this student said it highlights that people are really not taking Bud seriously. They're treating him like a child, even though he's this character that has had to survive on his own for a very long time. So that's really interesting that you guys noticed that. Today we are going to continue on and we are going to determine themes and support them with evidence from across the text. So let's move on. Our teaching point is readers determine the theme of a story by pausing at parts of the text when a character is facing a problem or making a decision. So our academic vocabulary is theme. We know that this word can also be heard as lesson and central message. These are other two words that mean the same thing. So what are we trying to achieve today? Today we want to develop theories about the theme of a text. So we are going to determine or find themes and support them with evidence from across the story. So when we do this work, we want to first ask ourselves, what is this story really about? What real-life topic does this story deal with? We think about the problems our character is facing. And we ask, what are the problems my character is facing? What decision is my character making? And what is he or she learning about life? So I thought about a good part in Bud Not Buddy that would highlight that our character is facing a problem or making a decision. And I thought about the part where Bud is having a flashback and he is realizing something that his mother told him, and he's seeing that it means something completely different to him now, and it's part of the problem that his mom is not there with him and he's a foster child. So let's go back to that part, and I want to ask myself, what is the story really about based on this part? What real life topic does the story deal with? Let's try that work. I'm going to read it over to you now. It's funny how now that I'm 10 years old and just about a man, I can see how Mama was so wrong. She was wrong because she probably should have told me the things she thought I was too young to hear. Because now that she's gone, I'll never know what they are. Even if I was too young back then, I could have rememorized them and used them when I did need help, like right now. She was also wrong when she thought I'd understand that nonsense about doors closing and opening all by themselves. Back then, it really scared me because I couldn't see what one door closing had to do with another one opening, unless there was a ghost involved. All her talk made me start jamming a chair up against my closet door at night. But now that I'm almost grown, I see Mama wasn't talking about doors opening to let ghosts into your bedroom. She meant doors, like the door at the home closing, leading to the door at the Amos's opening. And the door in the shed opening, leading to me sleeping under a tree getting ready to open the next door. I checked out the other things in my suitcase, and they seemed okay. I felt a lot better. Right now, I was too tired to think anymore, so I closed my suitcase, put the proper knots back in the twine, crawled under the Christmas tree, and wrapped myself in the blanket. So this is the scene where Bud is trying to go into the library and he realizes that it's closed, he can't get in, and now he's sleeping under a tree. So he's facing this problem and he's having a flashback to what his mother told him when he was younger. So now readers, I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to follow these steps to help me come up with a theme. So I'm going to ask myself, what is the story really about? What real life topic does this story deal with? So in this part, I realized that Bud, he's really trying to find a way to get into this library because he knows that maybe something will come out of it, and he's homeless right now. So a real life topic that this story deals with is being without parents, so being homeless and being an orphan. This story is really about, notice how I'm using these sentence starters to help me. This story is really about a boy that has no one. He's all by himself and he's just trying to find a way to survive. So what are the problems my character is facing? The problem the character is facing is that he's sleeping under a tree because he has nowhere to go and he has nothing left. So he was just kicked out of the Amos's home and now he's on the run by himself. What decision is my character making? So my character is choosing to find a way to get into this library, and he's thinking back about what his mom taught him about how when a door closes, another one opens. So now I'm going to use this sentence starter here. My character is learning that. So it says here that when he left the home, he was able to go into the Amos's house, and now he's trying to get into this library. So it's teaching me that he's getting new opportunities. So my character's learning that in life, although things seem difficult, you should have hope, because this is what is keeping him going. He's hoping that something better will come for him. So readers, did you notice how to find a theme of this story, I paused at a part where my character is facing a problem and making a decision? And I ask myself these questions and they help me to grow a theory about a theme. So now a theory that I have going is that my character is learning that in life, although things may seem difficult, you should still have hope. So I wanted to show you that there's these really cool sentence starters that you can also use, some thought prompts. Let's try this one. I used to think, but now I realize. I used to think that Bud was just trying to find trouble wherever he went, but now I realize that he's facing really difficult situations and he's choosing to have hope to find something better. So it's now your turn to try this. We read these 3 wonderful historical fiction stories before, and I want you to pause the video and try asking yourself these questions. Ask, what is the story really about? What real-life topic does the story deal with? Think about the problem that your character is facing in this story. And think about the decision your character is making or what he or she is learning about life. And you can use these sentence starters to help you. Pause the video and give it a go. So readers, our teaching point today was that readers the theme of a story by pausing at parts of the text when a character is facing a problem or making a decision. Today we worked on developing theories about theme. Now you're going to continue this work on your own. You're going to reread chapter 5 of Bud Not Buddy. As you read, think about the problem the main character is facing and the decisions he is making. Think, what is the story really about? What real-life topics does the story deal with? Stop and jot on the Google Doc and cite text evidence. Make sure you come up with a different theme than the one I modeled, because as you remember from when we were back in school, you know that books can have more than one theme, and themes don't just come at the end of a book, they come throughout the text. So you want to find evidence that supports them, but not just from one part of the text, but from different parts of the text. Use the prompts to help you. And if you feel like you're all done, you're ready to go, and you're trying a new challenge, you can step up the rigor by making a connection in this chapter with another previous part that we read. And before I let you go, I just want to remind you that when we post these assignments and you see where it says Google Docs, if you click on that, you get your very own copy of the document that you can type in. And when you're done, you can turn it in. Don't forget to use the sentence starters to help you. Good job, everybody. See you next time.